I'm Carl Anthony with AutoSens TV, and we are here at AutoSens Brussels 2019 at the AutoWorld Museum. We're speaking today with James Kim, Marketing Team Leader for Nextchip. James, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be with us.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So James, let's start with a general overview of Nextchip. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Sure. Nextchip is one of all these fab-based company in Korea, and established in 1997. And last 22 years, Nextchip has been focusing in the vision technology only. So we have a lot of experience and we have a lot of know-how for these vision technologies. Nextchip has 6 regional branches. One is in Frankfurt in Germany to taking care of the Euro market, and the other one is in Detroit in USA, and 2 offices in China, Shenzhen and Hangzhou, and one in Hong Kong, and the last one is in Bangalore in India. So actually there are some other automotive, the major countries like Japan and France. We have contracted consultants or agencies, so we consider that we can cover most of area in the world. And we have several automotive certification like CMMI Level 3 and ISO 26262, and then the A-SPICE Level 2 and 3, ACQ100 Grade 2 as well. So relatively, the Nextchip is not that big company as compared to other players in the automotive industry. So we should prove ourselves to our customer and let them believe us. So we got such kind of certifications. And we have one subsidiary company as well. Okay. The name is the Vedas. They actually developed only the software. It's regarding the surround view monitoring system. Recently, they launched 360-degree shield. It is surround view monitoring system with the detection capability. And they are on the way to developing for they want to adapt the visual SLAM as well. So the final target is autonomous parking system. Yeah.
So James, you have a wonderful display here at AutoSens, very colorful, a lot of stuff here. It's my understanding that you have a demonstration just behind us here. So tell us about that demonstration.
All right. Actually, our major product is ISP, image signal processor, because we have spent more than 20 years for this product. But based on this core imaging processing technology, we adapt more smarter functions in the chip. So based on the ISP, and we call the recognition engine, which performs the pedestrian and lane and vehicle and moving object detection. So this is not the neural network actually, but this is conventional the computer vision algorithm, and we hardwired this algorithm so make the speed performance very higher, faster speed, and the power consumption is very low. Okay. So this is one of a very strong point. And what we are trying to show you here is, getting the live streaming image from the laptop, and it go through the silicon, which is ready here, and then it processes it after showing all the result on the screen.
So what else do you have here at the display, James? There's 2 other screens, or 4 other screens actually behind us here. Mm-hmm. Tell us about what's on these screens.
Sure. The demonstration is regarding the simple ISP functions. It's standalone ISP. So nowadays, because of ADAS and all other, the different applications and functions, there are some fundamental functions for the image signal processing. So we have here the HDR and LFM, the functioning all together. Sure. So we just to show our performance of our ISP and our product. And the other one is RCCB interpolation, because the people are trying to get more brighter image. Yeah. So in darker situation, if the camera cannot catch the image properly, then all the detection and those kind of functions, the performance will be very low. So people try to get more light and more sensitivity. So they try to get the RCCB-like sensors. So in ISP, we have to reproduce the colors because RCCB there is no green color. So to refer the other colors, and then we generate the color properly. So that is our concept to show here.
So, James, you had mentioned your customers before. Let's talk a little bit more about your customers and then the strengths of your product. So, tell us about your customers and how your products help them in the field.
For the image processing, as I said, we spent more than 20 years when we know how to support our customers because we are the chipset provider and we have core technology. So the customers, when they manufacture the camera with our solution, they must have our support. And because in automotive cameras, there is no standard for the image because it's all the subjective. So we have to support and we have to meet their needs, specific needs, by application and by their requirement. So we have a lot of the FAE and we have support resources and how we know how to support them, and we have very good tuning experience as well. So that is one of our strengths. And I just mentioned a little bit for the Apache 4. It has very strong points, several strong points. One is, as I said, it's very high speed we can fulfill, and the other one is very low power consumption, because this chipset is target the edge processor, which means it plays in the camera side. So it doesn't give any burden to the ECU or SoC in the backside. So camera itself can do such kind of smart functions. So power consumption is low and speed is high, and it is compliant to AC level B, functional safety as well. And it has very small size. The size is 9x9, so it's good to adapt in the camera side. Yeah.
With this market, James, it's always growing, it's always changing. Where do you see the market? Where do you see the business segment in the next 5 years or 10 years? Where do you see the future?
As we demonstrate here, and I introduced, the Apache 4 is our strategic product. That says that our major project was ISP, image signal processor. It was standalone product. But in the future, we see that the standalone ISP cannot stand anymore, because the trend says the camera will be smaller and smaller in the future, and they don't want to use the standalone ISP in the camera side. So that is why we adapt more smarter functions in the camera side, because we are a relatively small company, so we have to play in the edge side. Distributed architecture is one of our target the point. So that is why. So we are planning more on the ADAS solutions, ADAS chipset, sensing solutions. So the market will move like that way. Of course, the people saying about the autonomous driving and all those things. And finally, the central architecture will be adapted, but it takes quite time, we believe. So I think we can play a little bit longer in the distributed architecture. So we believe that that is more practical.
James, before we conclude the interview, you had said something about the next generation of your products, and I think that's important to talk about. So before we end, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I explained the Apache 4 has the detection algorithm is the conventional computer vision algorithm, but the next generation, Apache 5, it will adapt the CNN algorithm, CNN accelerator, actually. So from the computer vision algorithm to the deep learning algorithm, so we believe the performance will be very higher, and I think that its capability will be much various and much better. So already we designing this chipset, and it will be available next year. So we believe this will play in this market very well.
Well, James, that'll give us something to look forward to next year. From all of us here at AutoSens TV, good luck in the future, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
We're speaking today with James Kim from Nextchip. For more AutoSens TV, for more AutoSens Brussels, like, subscribe, and share.